Hello and welcome to The Rundown. Now, often on this show I talk about things that are fun, or at least in the realm of entertainment. For example, Pokemon, or the way Nintendo's had Bayonetta redesigned so the focus isn't on her breasts. But today I have something legitimately important. Republican New York State politician Peter King. He represents the 2nd Congressional District in Long Island. His district is Seaford, a small town on the southern strip of Nassau County. Normally, nothing he says or does is particularly important, especially to this show. Today, however, that's an exception. Representative King was recently a guest on CBS's Face the Nation. During his appearance, he talked about former NSA contractor Edward Snowden. Now, King claimed that what Snowden did, collect and leak documents showing that the NSA was spying on American citizens, could not be duplicated. Quote, "A lot of that has been changed. There is monitoring now of what goes on. Snowden would not be able to do it again in the future." In a nutshell, what Representative King was trying to say is that the rudimentary employee barriers that Snowden bypassed during his time as an NSA contractor in Hawaii, those have been upgraded somehow. And there's no way he could do it again. Of course, King is just a politician, and Snowden is a computer expert who was able to track and gather documents from one of the world's foremost superpowers for years, undetected. But King is definitely sure that Snowden couldn't do it again. What's more alarming than King's baseless claim of expertise is the acceptance that Snowden is a thief and a traitor, as the government has purported him to be. Will we in the media or the general public ever know everything the government does? Do we need to know everything? Is it safer for us to not know what's going on, rather than believe we live in a modern interpretation of George Orwell's 1984? Regardless of what you think the answers to those questions are, you have to stop and wonder. Why are government officials talking to media about what Snowden supposedly did and took? We should question what our politicians say, especially when they try to speak on a technical subject. Snowden gave us all something to think about, after the string of articles quoting military and government officials was published. Quote, "It's ironic that officials are giving classified information to journalists in an effort to discredit me for giving classified information to journalists. The difference is that I did so to inform the public about the government's actions, and they're doing so to misinform the public about mine. As journalists, it's our job to conduct interviews and write the articles, but we're also obligated to follow the truth, wherever it might take us, no matter how uncomfortable it might be." That does it for this episode of The Rundown. You can follow the show on Facebook and Twitter at IBTimesTV.